hear a voice. Actually, I don't know if I hear a voice. I will momentarily. Let's just get set up. Yeah. Speak. Yep. Okay. Welcome back to Low Energy Videos, where I do things like play games. Because it's cheap and easy to do in proportion to doing other things I used to do, like tasting foods that are expensive to ship in. Or travel, because I'm lazy. That's a lie. I'll be doing all those things this month. And more. But wait, there's more. Because we are here playing what is, to me, one of the last genuinely no-nonsense good Assassin's Creed games before Ubisoft just took everything about it and just repeated it over and over and over again ad nauseum. Sure, Abstergo. Yeah, fine. I've never played it on the PC, mind. But I've beaten this game before. Wait, do I have subtitles turned on? They better be turned on. Ubisoft presents ARG. Haha.
Can you see her?
Oh yeah.
Land the tyrants!
All right. The database. Hey everyone, you remember the database? Do you remember this? I remember Stephen Merchant doing the narration for the important ones, but I remember this. Alright, let's go back. Go to options, general, subtitles, on. Wait, did it actually save? Right. Jesus should take the wheel. I'm trying to, but it won't. Fire, hold LT, move or to aim, and then press or to shoot. Fuck you, sloop. Reload and I say, good chap. Wow. Good. Yay! No, bugger! Well, fair, the ships didn't really sink like this. Historically very inaccurate, because this is an Assassin's Creed game, and it should be historical. Ah, silence.
Is it dangerous? Edward, Privateering.
No, it's just a
Is it
tip.
dangerous?
Oh, privateering. Okay.
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Why not sail with the King's Navy? Earn a proper wage, sail under gentlemen.
Sod of the Navy's gentlemen.
Most of them are
For every
inbred.
shilling I'd earn, the captain gets 600. That's no way to earn a fortune.
If
You
you're in a
don't need
frigate,
fortune.
It's not about need, Caroline. I want food that don't make me sick. I want walls that hold back the wind. I want a decent life.
why is life capitalized?
How long would you be gone with these privateers?
A year, I reckon. 2 at the most.
All right. No more than 2. Promise me.
It actually looks like this should be a multiple choice question. Okay, but in that time, I'm gonna fuck a lot of sea wenches. Like, a lot of them. But it's alright, you can fuck yours too. Whoa, I kind of list all over the place. Welcome to the Caribbean, where every day is beautiful weather. And you won't all die of malaria. Seriously, I would fucking love to go to the Caribbean sometime soon. I like the Mediterranean, I like it a lot, but I've never been to the Caribbean. I've never drank incredibly fruity drinks on beautiful coastlines. Costs a fortune. Actually, it wouldn't statistically. Not next year, but maybe the year after. I'll go on a lot of sun trips. I'm either thinking that or going off to the east coast of America. Like all the major cities of the east coast. Even as far in as, say, Chicago. Cost me of money. Wow, the sun broke quickly. Oh, I remember this guy's
Good for you
teeth.
as well.
Havana. I must get to Havana.
Well, I'll just build us another ship, will I?
I can pay you. Isn't that the sound you pirates like best? 100 Eskimos.
Where's all the
Keep
rum?
talking.
Will you or won't you?
Didn't that was a question. Where's the...
You don't have that gold on you now, do you?
Bloody fucking pirates!
I'm on to you, Snakesby!
I need 2 swords because I'm a badass. Alright, let's have a look around.
Come on, mate. We're off to a bad start.
Has a sort of Far Cry vibe to it, doesn't it? I thought it started off in the opera in London, or is that the what's the game? Is that Assassin's Creed Unity? I think it's Unity. Hold on. Never mind. Well, to anyone who's in the chat right now, or just watching. I always say this late in the series, but in an episode's life, but do appreciate anyone who's watching this after the fact. Last night was pretty damn impressive in terms of view counts for me. I'm pretty chuffed with that. And here's hoping we can see more people. Not more than yesterday, just more people overall. I've noticed a lot of people are now looking back over last year. I never did a sort of year in retrospective. I was in a little bit of a bad mood last year, right at the end of it, which technically is only a few weeks ago, but whatever. But yeah, I'm just getting used to the controls. This is pretty useful. This is good all-round use. Yeah. But I do hope to to see this channel on the up and up. And why the hell is that icon down there in the corner? Why is the Wi-Fi symbol down there? That's a little bit off-putting. I obviously... Okay. Don't know what these are. What are the graphics anyway? Oh, they're all pretty damn high. Except for the God rays. We can change that. We need more God rays going on here. And the physics particles. Oh. I am noticing a slight lag now. It was probably the physics particles. You know them physics, or maybe it's just loading in.
It's 100 leagues or more to Havana. Will you walk that distance?
Why do they capitalize so many strange words like distance or life? This is a good tutorial. I don't think this is game breaking, the lag, but I might change it. Yeah, this feels nice and natural. All you have to do is just hold down. I remember people complaining about this. All the skill required to be a fantastic acrobat in this game is out the window. Fuck off. Royally fuck off. Emotionally fuck off. If it has much more of a better flow if you're just doing this. If I want to play a game based on skill like that, I'd play something like Human Fall Flat, which I might point out Metal Monkey would like to play with me at some point. He said he'd even go and get me the damn game. I can't say no to that, can I?
Posh git. Where's he running to?
And why is there so much frame skipping?
Follow and I'll kill you.
I love gold! Alright, now it's starting to get a bit rough. Okay, we'll get rid of those God rays. Not God rays, we'll get rid of those physics particles. I doubt the God rays would make much of a difference. They do, I'll get rid of them too. We're going to loot everything we can find because this is an Ubisoft game. Now, what, pray tell, is this? Okay. And that's like... Ow! The royal ow. Oh. How convenient. Fuck it, just be on the safe side. I'm not seeing all that much difference in terms of graphics anyway, so I'm gonna actually also turn off the God rays. Didn't seem to add much to anything. Didn't see what the point was. Makes it prettier, I suppose. No wonder my computer can't run Odyssey on full settings. I wonder what the exchange rate is to ore and the currency.
We could work together on this.
No, I just want to show off over here. Yeah. Ooh, a jade statue. I think as these games go on, they get progressively... I don't know. I wouldn't say dumbed down. But I think they do pander to lower and lower common denominators. Which, alright, fine, maybe, but... Where's the map? There we are. I'm on Cape Bonavista, huh? Cool, I guess. So what is that? Alright, fuck it. I want to find out what this motherfucking thing is. And steal it. Because I'm a pirate. You know, thinking about this game got one thing right that Pirates of the Caribbean never really did. It never just had Jack Sparrow being a pirate. Ow! Why did you hurt me like that? Do you really want to hurt me? The answer to that might surprise you. I'm just gonna be a little bit of a completionist. At least here. You gotta be a completionist at least once. Ow. Can I not jump off the edge into the... There we are. Good thing that he could judge how deep that water is, seeing that I've jumped off the side of cliffs into oceans before, and a part of you is like, okay, I'm gonna die. Beautiful view on the way down, though. Absolutely. Now I can say if everyone was jumping off the side of a cliff, and I'd be like, yeah, I did, and I'm okay. Interesting story about me jumping off the side of a cliff. There were a bunch of nudists who were doing it prior. Most of which were skinny hippie guys with long hair and huge egos. Massive egos. The 16, the observatory. Oh yeah, I'm not going through all this. I remember I found this was the first time I never really cared about the story in any major way. Like, I didn't start going through it with a fine-tooth comb. I know there's a book about this guy that was released about the same time, and they have chapters of it. where he's like growing up in Wales and he beats the shit out of someone outside a pub, and yeah, that's more or less. Most pirates would have just sounded like every person who were around the coastline of the major powers at the time. So France, England, later Britain. They all sound like, nowadays we all think oh, bollocks. Oh well, I guess I'm huffing it. That's stealth swim. Yeah, most would have just sounded like any other person of their era. This isn't even the right place to go in, is it? Thought it was. Doesn't look like it is. This is a secret, Alright. Oh. Or else I could just climb back up on the boat. Technically, it's a ship. If you want to kill some jaguars, that's where that is. As for the rest, we got a long way to go. So I've been playing even more of the New Vegas mod, and I abso-fucking love it. Abso-fucking love it. I just escaped Dagger Point, and that was both unexpected and pretty cool. Game keeps crashing, so when I do play it for you guys, I gotta get rid of a lot of mods on the side that I'm sure are the cause. Even then, I don't have that many hopes up. It's not without its flaws. A lot of the characters become useless once you leave the vault. They have things to say, but it's just they don't really say them after a while. So everyone seems to be obsessed over seems to be obsessed over the fact if I touch something while running. Hey, watch where you're going. Okay, I guess I'll just go. I do like this angle of the story where it's not actually, you're not actually an assassin. You just kind of take his shit. Which, you always have to wonder, like, if someone had killed Ezio, would they have just taken his shit and been like, look at me, I can do shit now, haha.
Senor Duncan Walpole, I accept your most generous offer and await your arrival with eagerness. If you truly possess the information we desire, we have the means to reward you handsomely. Though I will not know your face by sight, I believe I can recognize the costume made infamous by your secret order.
Oh wow, how
Therefore,
convenient.
come to Havana in haste, and trust that you shall be welcomed as a brother. Su más humilde servidor, el gobernador Laureano Torres y Ayala.
I love how he looked at the arm thing and he's like, nah.
Mr. Walpole, let's collect your reward.
Why would you take the hood off on a warm day like that? Well. Here we go again. Come on. Up. There we are. Hey Rose, welcome to the show. I watched Hugo and Jake, as promised. Well, I was promised it to myself, but... Oh my god, Salty. You don't even hide it anymore, do you? And God sounded so lame. They could have done something special with God, but he's just there like, hi, I'm God. Salty, you're wrong, and let me explain how. Well, I'm not going to address any other part about your life. Oh, I'm sorry. Salty. Well, they're designed to not even chew fish. Have you ever seen them fishing in like March of the Penguins? They literally just go like that. It's both impressive and kind of terrifying. And yet they're the most harmless birds in the world. They just can't do anything. They can barely move. And yes, he is more than disturbing. I mean, when he turned his back to the camera and you saw all the layers of his book back, I'm just there like, no. Do not want to see. Where's the crate? There's nothing above me. Below me? Is there a below? Probably is. Ooh, a Mayan stele. Oh. Okay. Neat. I guess. When in doubt, stab it. Ooh. I just thought of an Assassin's Creed that could actually work. Assassin's Creed, but you're a Mesoamerican, and you run across Conquistador, who's in the Assassins, and you start helping them out, and he makes you a part of the Order. Oh wait, no, that's Assassin's Creed 3. Never mind. That's a plot that's already been done, Dylan. Oh, I'm sorry. Low energy. I have to keep up this facade, don't I? I heard that. It really is. You wouldn't think it. I thought it was crazy that a gifted what do you call them? Tortoise, a great tortoise, to Henry VIII, was living in the palace grounds up until like the 90s, where he was killed by accident by a gardener in by a lawnmower. So he didn't even die of old age. He died by accident. Come back here, sea shanty. Oh god, you have to. What is this? This is a note from Banjo-Kazooie. DY, not DI, but yes. Yes, it is. Come back here, guy. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I got a shanty. Oh, that broke a bone. Dylan, DY. DY, not DI. Fuck you, Taper. Or pig. I think it's actually more of a wild. Yeah, it's a wild pig. Wild pig. Wild pig. Hey, none other. Welcome to the show. I'm not a big fan of what. Oh God. Streamlabs is doing with these fonts, the sort of purple blue thing, but fuck it, like it's better than I've seen a lot worse. I don't like the way it changes up the fonts like that. I want that to be optional. But anyway, welcome to the show. We are being a pirate, and that means stealing everything that's not strapped down, or in this case, floating in the sky like some sort of alien artifact. Okay. That's true. I do believe I even know how to do it. I just haven't gotten around to it. Yeah, that's what's it called? The Hydra, isn't it? That's what that's called. Tiny little thing, but it's it reverts back to childhood at a certain point. And because we've only recently discovered it, we have no real idea of how old it is. It's incredibly simple, but, you know, It's kind of cool. Speaking of jellyfish, you ever see those rabbits that they put the enzyme that makes jellyfish glow in the dark?
Just fine.
Schooner? Schooner? Schooner! Oh man! Oh, now I gotta go back up there. Well, Odyssey's been out for a while now, and I'm not gonna finish it. I don't like it. I think it's a piece of shit. This was new and fresh at the time. Alright, not new. They had it in Assassin's Creed 3. But, it was only a side thing, so they made a whole game based around it. And I really enjoy... Monkey! Hi, monkey! How are you? Are you a monkey? Yeah, you are. Sorry, I get distracted easily by monkeys. But yeah, Odyssey came out and it's a piece of shit in my book. Very bland. This at least is a bit more interesting. But because it was so interesting, Ubisoft just went like, hey, how about we go and do the same thing over and over and over again? That's why nearly every game that they've released after this one had boats in some way. Why? Because everyone liked it in this one. And in no way does that make it boring. Well, Odyssey has this one, Unity had it, I think Rogue had it, the knockoff of this had it, was it Liberty's Call, or Freedom's Call? Had it, I think Syndicate? I do believe maybe Syndicate had it. I don't want to get at those one. I know, oh god, it is so bad. Every year it just gets harder and harder to find something new. And it's not like those games that they're made are bad. They're not broken in any way. They're just there. Another exact same game that you got last time, just a different location. And then the microtransactions. You know what they're called now? They're not even called... they're not even called... I want to have some hot chocolate. Actually, I'll have some cappuccino. They're not even called DLC now. They're simply called time savers, because they know their games are grindy as fuck. But if you buy some packs that are super cheap, it can speed it along. You're literally saying, I bought this game, but I don't want to play it. Here's more money. Fucking hell. Pretty much. I mean, look what I've been doing most of this. This is only the prologue. I have been buying resources. What's this on the top? Resources. This is game money, but it doesn't matter because you need to get real money to get stuff. Yep, they literally don't even hide it anymore.
Sorry, Kingston? No, our destination is Havana. I'm just a merchant.
Quiet, you bleeding pirate! You'll hang for the mess you made out there.
Sir, I had nothing to do with this attack. My crew and I have merely anchored to water and resupply.
Alright, I want these two to do their own shit. Oh, stalking zones. Yay. Alright, I guess I don't get the chance.
Take my sugar. Take anything you like.
He sounds like Stephen Merchant.
I'll pay you. Anything you like.
I'm whistling him.
Oh god. Oh god.
Come on, mate. Come on.
Take my sugar. Take anything you like. I'll pay you. Anything you like.
This is the motherfuckers you always have to watch out for. Look how blind they are! Oh, well, Joe literally just got thrown in.
Oh, God.
Let's see, can I get this? Let's see, can I do this without getting discovered once?
Take my sugar. Take anything you like.
Be so impressed if I can actually pull this off.
I'll pay you.
Oh God, he's starting to annoy me. Lads, would you just gag him or something? I'll be there to free him in a minute.
You come back here. Oh God. Oh,
They're so blind.
hey.
Alright, well, that's close enough. And now he's stuck in a wall. What the fuck? Oh God, he's glitched. Behold! Advanced computer technology! Come on, lads. Let's go all Errol Flynn on our asses, eh? Yeah, you can chain it to kind of... Oh, he thinks he's Geralt of Rivia. Ha! Your rock fortress can't protect you! Oh, he's so chubby.
By God's grace, sir, you saved me. A profusion of thanks.
Is that yours?
It is my vessel, yes. But here lies its poor captain, and I have no art for sailing.
I can pilot her myself, no mind.
You don't mean to abscond with my ship, do you?
I'm Duncan. What's your name, friend?
Steed Bonnet.
Well, Mr.
Ah, Bonnet.
Let this stay twixt us. But I'm on a secret errand for His Majesty the King, God save him, and I must get to Havana with speed.
Ah, that is a relief, sir. Havana is also my destination. Our ways lie together.
Natural allies, then.
Ah, you put me at ease, sir. To think I took you for a pirate when you first appeared.
Did you?
Yes. You have uncommon way of handling yourself.
The way you stab those
If I may
people?
say.
Never seen it
Gave me
before.
quite a fright. But all things considered, I think it's turned out to be a rather fortuitous day, hasn't it?
Yeah, great. Yes, yes. Seriously, buddy.
Lacking a rowboat, I'm afraid we'll have to swim to my ship.
Hardly the worst thing to happen.
It'll be good cardio for you, fatty. Treasure map. Oh, wow. God. If only we knew what this meant. Look, it even gives the fucking longitude and latitude. Which, for the record, they wouldn't have known what either of those were yet. I think latitude hadn't been discovered yet. Just longitude. Nerd! I'm a nerd.
Oh, this is difficult. I should have taken the coat off.
One of these days I'm going to swim in my gigantic coat. One thing I gotta love about Assassin's Creed is that at the beginning they tried to be very historically respectful, but one thing I noticed, they weren't very they never really did anything bad to Muslims, just individual people who happened to be Muslim. But besides that, it was historically accurate to a point. Like, I didn't know some of the people you kill off in the very first game actually were murdered by the real-life assassins. And I was like, oh, cool. Now, at this point in their career, they're giving lip service to history. And by the time of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you've got female warriors every other way. They'll be, they still use sex, I'm pretty sure. It'd be too hard to figure out for the normies. Well, sextons really just get the bearing. Plus, yeah, I remember this from history. Sextons are great on land. I don't don't know about that. You could have. There could have been another sort of like point on the map that you then align up your sextant in a little mini game. Oh, that's some strong lag on the screen. How's it doing on your end? Oh, I absolutely despise women. Incels for life. MAGA. Wait, no. Well, yeah, no, MAGA. MAGA's right. I was thinking of MGTOW, but MAGA also applies. I should get my hands on a MAGA hat. Oh, that's good. That's good. I guess it's just my PS4, which is fine by me. It's all the same. I was watching Non Sequitur talk to Catfish, and a few days, like the day before yesterday, and oh my god, the shit coming out of that guy's mouth. He openly admitted that he just does it for the sake of hurting people because he himself was hurt, and he doesn't care about their feeling. I wouldn't say Nazis, but you remember in the do you remember in the 50s and 60s there were a type of Democrat in the US Senate and Congress called Dixiecrats? I think that's what Brexit is, kind of. Where it's got some pretty strong flavors of Nazi, but they're not really going to go full-on Nazi. Because the BNP is far more like that. The BNP and the NF, Jesus, National Front. I wonder if there's anyone still around who supports the National Front. Oh God, yeah. And then it turned out, and they wouldn't have had him on had they known it, he has numerous pages worth of charges put against him for stalking, both online and real life, as he harasses mostly women, but probably also men that he doesn't like. Oh right, obviously. I was like, how can I get on top of this? It's a fucking it's a waterfall. There's bound to be something behind it. Oh my god, the guy was just... I felt sorry for Shannon, who was there trying to just remind him that, you know, women are people too. Yes, but I do think that it was, because they didn't have a plan in place, it did more harm than good. It's kind of like, imagine if Scotland had seceded from the UK. But what was the reason why Scotland seceded from the UK? Well, because it didn't secede because it didn't have a plan. It didn't have a plan, so as a result, you know, what the fuck are you gonna do now? If Scotland had seceded, had broken away, became independent, they wouldn't have had no idea. Yeah, but don't forget, those skinheads are an active part of the Brexit movement. And then you have the sort of middle ground, say like Sargon. I don't like the way the EU acts. I mean, I'm Irish, but I also know that the border with Northern Ireland is only a few miles up that way, and like people wanted answers if they were going to side with it. No. People who have plans... Well, of course not. The exact same you can say for Trump. The exact same you can say for Trump. People who have plans don't tend to be the big, boisterous, shouty types. The skinheads, yeah, but like then you'll get people who say... It's like when people turn around and say Muslims claim to be peaceful, but then all these only moderate level Muslim, conservative Muslims who are still highly horrible in our books. It's the same rule for the skinheads to Brexit. Brexit can turn around and say these people don't represent us. They might not represent you personally, but elements of them do. They believe some of the same things you believe, and that's pretty horrible for you. You know, you need to go and rethink. Not you personally. No, I'm just talking like this hypothetical with a bunch of people. You know, at the end of it, just like Trump. Trump has Nazi supporters. Trump has right-wing supporters. Very right-wing supporters. They helped him get in. And you can't deny that. No one can deny that. And what's more, a lot of people try to because they don't want to be bunched in the same bracket. Well, no one's bunching you into the exact same bracket, but they're in the same ballpark. I can't stand anyone who can't own up to the worst elements of their organization. Like, say, Black Lives Matter. How quickly did Black Lives Matter fall into this borderline Ghazi Uhuru reparations thing? Where it wouldn't even allow gay people to protest with them unless they signed an agreement saying that Black Lives Matter is more important than their own struggle. And that's something that really fucking happened. And then no gay people turned up, and no one, and a lot of people were like, oh, now we're being called bigots, but we can't be bigots, we're black. They don't represent every single, people who thought like that don't represent every single person in Black Lives Matter, but they represent a chunk of Black Lives Matter. Every group has it. The left, the right, the fandoms. Now, I want Bethesda to do a lot better with their games these days, but I'm not going to start sending them pipe bombs over it. Some people are going to send them bags of flaming shit and pipe bombs and dox them. Hell, that happened to Kojima when he wouldn't do another Metal Gear Solid game. Well, here's the thing. I don't think if they didn't go online, whatsoever, they didn't have any impact on winning, right? On overall impact on winning, except on the really local level. That would be true, but they have voices, and those voices can get picked up by people who are in the moderate camps, say the Jordan Petersons of the world, the Sargons of the world, the Crowder. Wait, is it Crowder? The really kiddish looking Ben Shapiro, that's the one I'm thinking of the world. They're not Nazis, but they listen to Nazis. They have friends who are Nazis. Yeah, and they get their word out. And people who might have been on the fence will open up a dialogue. Now, that's not to say that dialogues aren't necessary. I think people like JF have a right to their platform. It's just a right to their platform so we can make fun of them. And also, their platform does not necessarily need to be things like YouTube. Because I think it was Hugo and Jake, they said it recently, and it makes perfect sense. They'd be infringing on the free speech of YouTube if they were to be forced to host people like skinheads on their channel, or ISIS. Even though they don't agree with them, they'd be forced to hold them. Well, I can see that. So yeah, that would infringe on the corporation and the people who works in it rights. Which sucks, because I remember the day when the corporations got the same rights as individuals. I remember Jon Stewart making fun of it. But, you know, no one foreseed that. They just wanted to get out of some stupid legalese. Right. I'm finding it very hard to talk today. I've got a very oh, sure, but I don't think it's saying something. The right-wing argument is valid criticism and vice versa. No. But then again, it's a part of a wider thing that's happened ever since 9/11, where civil discourse is out the window. It might come back one day, but it's not coming back anytime soon. You know, need some water. I need some milk, because I'm a milk drinker. I'm a soy boy. Cook, beta, black, micro. It is. So the only thing I'm glad so far, it's gonna happen eventually if I keep on doing this. If I keep on saying my piece on moments like this, eventually someone is going to get angry at me on stream. It could even be tonight. Someone could rewatch this and put in the comments down below after the fact, or later on today while I'm still streaming, I don't agree with you and here's why. Why don't you agree with me? And then I look at it and go, because I've heard this argument before and I'm not interested, or I rebuttal, or I don't respond to it, and then I've made an enemy for life. Oh, the discourse online has become so toxic, so horrible. Maybe it always has been, but it's become so almost vile now and petty that people won't even support. Let's say take Jim Sterling, who's really heavily on the left. He is one of the best sources to go to get gaming information. When did the viewer employees don't necessarily... when people respond with lines like, but you have a responsibility to, and that's when we can cut it off. At the end of the day, these corporations don't give a shit. It's all about the bottom line. If the right-wingers outnumbered the left-wingers, they would double down on right-wing politics. But that's why gun companies support the NRA. Because the people who buy their guns are overwhelmingly on the right. Or they export to countries that have more stronger views on left-wing and right-wing, like say Russia or Eastern Europe. But anyway, back to the example I was given with Jim Sterling. I met someone once who it was something about gaming, as you do when you talk about Jim. Oh no! No, your toe? Well, I'll just go shove it up my ass then, won't I? Maybe I'll feel something. I don't know where that came from. A good example would, Jim Sterling. So he goes and he, I was in this conversation with this guy, and he had anecdotal evidence, and he was talking about gaming, and we were all on the same topic. And then I started to quote Jim, who was, as like I said before, he's a fantastic place to get facts for games. The guy immediately, his immediate response was, yeah, but he's on the left. The fuck? You tribalistic fuck. I don't give a shit if he's on the left or the right. He makes some good points. I think the bubbles need to be less safe spaces and more sort of transition-y, where they can interact with each other no problem. And they're all, I think the really popular people who have interviews and shit can are the ones that can go from left to right very easily. Joe Rogan, for example, the amount of people he gets on can be heavily on the left, heavily on the right. And people can argue that he doesn't ask the hard questions. Well, of course not, because then they won't show up. You know how hard it would be to find the balance to bring people in, like, say, Ben Shapiro, Sargon, Jordan Peterson. Pop the Bubble is not bad. Pop the Bubble, maybe. You know, people, and he like, it would be so hard for him to actually go and get guests on if he was far more sort of like, so, Jordan, let's talk about the lobsters and how that's wrong, because I believe it's wrong. Joe probably doesn't believe in the whole incel bullshit thing. Hell, he's fucking Joe Rogan. I don't think he needs to worry about getting laid. Oh, he's an alpha Chad. Not with that fucking skull, he's not. But yeah, he still doesn't have no problem getting laid. What are the chances? But he ends up like, he'll just instead ask middle of the road questions. That's all right, because then you can get moments like Elon Musk with that weird pose he made after smoking a joint, like, and like, you have to go to far more extreme, opinionated channels in order to get really good moments, like, say, Milo losing his shit. No, and I'm sure there are people that Joe's invited on once that he's never going to invite on again. Hell, he invited TJ on twice, so he clearly likes TJ, which I fucking like TJ. I find TJ to be a very interesting and intelligent man. The square, but and then you can slot them into little spaces that they'll be safe in, so those bubbles will be in safe spaces. Oh, but also, by the way, I'm playing a video game. By the way, I do vlogs on Wednesdays just before I go and do my Wasted Wednesdays. So there we are. So I can have far more in-depth conversations like this. But right now, I really want to as much play the game as
Welcome aboard, Duncan. She's a modest schooner, but well suited to my purpose.
Schooner!
Plantation and such.
She'll do fine. There's a strong wind now. Let's strike to full, shall we?
You have to fight physics. Oh, I'm sure. Hell, if Japanese people can make square watermelons.
Comfort in the feel and smell of the ocean. The raw stink of possibility.
Oh, that's what you smell, is it?
That's a top way of seeing it, mate.
Refit all top. We've really opened it up now, haven't we?
Look at the teeth on everyone. They have these huge mauler motherfuckers.
Those sailors were quite animated by the idea of pirates roaming these waters. Is it a real danger, do you suppose?
A possibility. But most pirates stalk the windward passage between Cuba and Hispaniola.
Oh, I see. Yes. That is a bustling strait.
Speaking of, how the fuck do I get out of here? Oh my god, this is not easy.
But I shouldn't worry about being waylaid.
I am jealous of his mutton chops, so...
My ship is small, and I have nothing of immense value. Sugarcane in its yields, molasses, rum, that sort of thing.
There's not a pirate living who turned his back on a keg of rum.
Well, yes. Yes, I suppose that's true.
Hell, I'd be up down for a bit of... I'd be up down for a bit of, I know, right? Hell, they used to consider black teeth a status of pride. Hell, George Washington and his wooden teeth, even though he... And he was very self-conscious of that fact as well. Blowjobs, imagine getting a blowjob from a pirate hooker. Oh. Alright there, Captain, let me just take out me teeth. Clink. Hell, they used to call it the second cunny. And this one's good because you can't get pregnant from it. Come, gentlemen. Let us see about getting some second cunny.
You're a natural sailor, Duncan.
I did a decent trick at the helm some time ago. 2 years before the mast as a privateer.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure. How marvelous.
Pirates had it fucking rough, man. That's why most of them didn't want to stay pirates. This idea of being like all full of adventure and freedom. No, most wanted a cure for the itches between their legs, enough money to buy a little plot of land or maybe a pub somewhere, and then that was them done. You had to have some real psychotic work. Oh no, now we go back to the real world. Although I have to admit, I kinda like this version. This is like the Abstergo version of Ubisoft. Ooh.
Alright, easy now. There you go.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Well, your numbers look good.
I want to sexually harass
You
you.
can break your brain, alright?
Except maybe not your hair. Your hair is clearly a wig.
I need you to move your head and look at these lights just here.
Okay.
Look up.
Bing.
That's it. Down. So far, so good. Let's get you up. So, welcome to the Sample 17 project. Before you
It's
get
safe
started,
here.
You're gonna need this. There you go. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, bonjour.
What, you're not going to give me some Google Glass?
All right, let's take a walk. Your file says you've done some memory research before, but not to this extent, which is surprising.
I've always wanted to play a game where you are just
data
working
seems
with
very
the
stable.
Abstergo and Templars. No assassins. Because they're not necessarily evil. They're always just painted up for being crazy.
Impressive, right? This building is barely 6 months old, but Abstergo Entertainment has been a studio for a few years, since 2010.
His maternal grandmother's mother was Asian.
Sounds confusing.
Maybe you saw Liberation? That was our first title powered by
It looks like she's like
That was just the tip of
70%
the
done,
iceberg.
doesn't it? I don't like her hair
We'll be
though.
scaling commercial Animus servers for the whole
Hey,
world.
look, some
They'll
concept
offer
art.
passive experiences, of course. Edited versions of real history. But only the exciting parts. And we think we found the perfect subject for our first
Right.
full-length virtual feature.
Interesting.
Caribbean Pirates. So that's your gig.
Right. You know,
It'll
you
just
can
take
keep...
a minute,
Whoa.
okay?
Whoa, okay, I wasn't looking at your ass.
We really should look into that security company from Chicago.
This is kind of what it's all meant to be about, isn't it? The history is written by the victor. Is that who I think it is?
C'est bon.
No, her ass isn't big enough.
Magnifique. Merci.
Is that who? That's,
The people's home.
what's his name? Stephen Merchant's character.
This is for you. The primary tool of our trade.
Not gonna lie though, I imagine they get some really nice coffee.
Power it up and give it a look. It's pretty slick.
I think she's doing it on purpose. Alright, so how do you... Oh, okay. So you get your own tablet. You know, a lot of companies wouldn't spend this much on their public image like this. I mean, a lot of these like big tech companies, you go to their offices and they might have a fancy logo and that's it. But I think ever since Steve Jobs went and made everything all stylish, they just go and think that all future technologies are just gonna squander money like this. Problematic. Ooh, who's up for reading some legalese? In all fairness, a modern day guy wouldn't read it. They would just they just have it put in as an audiobook. Probably Ewan McGregor narrating it. Hey, I'm being paid extra to be sexy. Which I can relate to on a personal level.
You might have noticed that security seems a little light around here. That's because your communicator is your...
Does this thing have a camera? Yes, why? See, her hip bones are just gonna break at the age of 40. You know the way when a girl with big boobs doesn't get the right bra, she'll end up having like really bad back pain. Yeah, she's gonna have like a hip brace for the when she hits menopause.
See that
Ooh,
flashing
there-
wireless signal?
yes.
It means you're hooked up to the elevator. I'll let you do
What?
this.
They have
Go
a
ahead and
dedicated
sample
elevator
17
button
studio,
on
second
this
floor.
thing. Don't you think it'd be better if this thing actually had internet? I'm just throwing it out there. It clearly has wireless. These people, the work we do.
You ready? Let's go.
Wouldn't it have been better if we just took the stair? Hell, a very gentle sloping stairs would have been quicker than this.
Ah, there's the boss, Olivier Garneau, our CCO. I'll introduce
Oh
you.
no, he is French. Oh no, he is a hipster from France.
thanks.
It is worse than I
Have
thought.
you met our new hire? Just started today.
I haven't. Bonjour. What project?
Sample 17, the Kenway line.
Hey them, Connor.
Yeah.
Edward, the pirate.
Aha, Connor, get it?
Yar, yar, matey. Very exciting. Welcome aboard. Can
Hashtag
we
triggered.
this for a minute?
Just let me get this one settled and I'll see you in 5 minutes.
C'est bon. Nice to meet
Hashtag
you.
pirated too.
So, this is the Sample 17 floor. We're diving into the memories of one very generous donor.
Most women agree with you.
We're pulling all the best stuff.
Yeah, he didn't have much in the way of he didn't have much in the way of saying it. Yo, Chaos Gamer.
John, one of the wizards in IT. He's just fixing something for you.
You're a wizard, John?
Calibrating, right. So here we are.
Good to see you, Chaos.
Your very own Animus workstation.
We're busy picking apart Ubisoft's
This is all
one of
yours.
Ubisoft's last
Sit
good
back,
games.
Relax and find us some good footage.
Okay.
If you need any hints or tips, the Animus is loaded with tutorial programs, so you'll have no problems. And I'll check in on you later. Happy pirating.
Okay, first job. I gotta go to the Pirate Bay then, and then. Ooh. Oh no, they didn't. Look at that. I can see some of the Assassin's Creed logos. Probably men. Have you ever heard of? Did you ever hear the conspiracy theory that women's trousers are made without any pockets, so they have to spend money to buy purses? Really? Jesus. Well then, Chaos, stick around. I might need your incredible expertise. Oh yeah, Rose. Do tell. Do tell what's the progress on that? I remember you mentioning it before. I'm just gonna be gandering around, trying to look for any goodies, making fun of weird animations. This place is so clean, though. Why does she have pirate figurines too? Or he does? Oh. I'm sorry, did I assume your gender? God, you could do with cleaning that cup there, mate. Listen to those footsteps. I doubt I've already on that knowledge. Consumed years ago. Hey, if Etten jumps on, Etten jumps down. Either way, just happy to have some company while I wander about. Do they really need a computer terminal just to show a map? It's called paper, folks. Paper. You have no problem stealing trees from their natural environment. Oh, by the way, see this character here, the French guy? He's proof that the Watch Dogs universe is set in the same universe as Assassin's Creed, because you get to kill him in one Watch Dog mission. Oh my god. Dude, it's a map. Alright, don't give me that look. Wow, the Wii U? That would have been an experience. Free energy drinks! Abstergo even has their bottled like a bottled water. I'm not gonna lie, I've always kind of liked evil companies. Not really stupid ones, but like really memorable ones in Abstergo. Abstergo kind of always stuck out for me. There's some more concept art. One thing you gotta love about this place is all air conditioning. You can hear it. Okay.
Welcome to Animus Omega, Abstergo Entertainment's proprietary ancestral.
That's right, but it wouldn't have looked quite like ours.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about how to
and of course, stilettos.
console, please contact your
the word came from was an Italian weapon.
You have been registered as part of the Sample 17 project. Your primary research target is Edward
really
James
not?
Kenway.
I think it's one of the last games
Swansea, Wales.
Ha! Welsh.
Calibrations complete. All signs normal. All systems optimal. Extra neurotransmitters activated.
I kind of like it. I don't think it's a great game, but I think it had a gimmick that I liked, and then they kind of drove it to death afterwards because everyone liked it. I don't think I ever loved an Assassin's Creed game, but I definitely like certain Assassin's Creed games. I'm not saying you didn't, I'm just surprised you didn't.
Lively Havana. I've been here once before. It was a truly awful pleasure.
Oh, come on. You need to get yourself a second cunny job.
No, just putting on a friendly face. I shouldn't want to be mistaken for a pirate again.
Right. Flash rogue like yourself must be cautious.
Ha 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 ha, beta. Yeah, I did like those ones. I thought the very first one was a great idea that didn't translate well. The mechanics didn't work. Like the way you jump out of a building and you just fall straight down. I like the way you're not an actual assassin. You're just... You just stole his shit.
Spaniards like they were my cousins.
Oh, Spaniards! They're gonna love you if you call them that.
No, it's nothing. Sand in my hampers. So where's the best squad in town? I'm dying for a quick kip. Or a siesta, should I say.
I'm just headed to a public house now to meet some merchants. I could show you the way.
Well, lead on.
I hope you'll tarry a bit while I conduct my meeting. It'd be a great relief to have a man of your stature nearby. In case of a misunderstanding.
I can hang about.
Dude, what are you doing?
Might have a drink.
Splendid. Drink.
Oh yes. I played it on the either the 360 or the PS3.
Bought these men this perch.
Meanwhile, I've got nearly 5,000 reals in my pocket. I miss the army of prostitutes that you can use to distract people.
You don't know these women, do you?
No. They charge money for that kind of privilege. A few dozen reals for every hour of knowing. Keen to meet them?
No.
An hour? Oh god, no. 15 minutes. At best. Wait, no. Pretend I didn't say that part.
Aha! Here's a purveyor of personal defenses. I should acquire a blade for myself, Duncan, just as you have.
This rusty razor's nothing to admire.
Even so, I appear a mere kitten walking so close upon you. Perhaps a small dagger would suit me. Let's see what he's selling.
Maybe I'll buy a sword too. We'll both jump rank.
Oh, we'll be quite the pair, you and I. Twin devils.
Now it's getting laggy? Ah, fuck.
Reals, then? I did save your skin.
Of course.
Cheers.
Okay. Thanks. You see, my one lags a fair chunk, but it's often not the actual problem of the stream. It's the PS4 that I'm looking at the screen, so I can read the chat, and I can occasionally see if that bar down the corner, which, you know, would definitely be helpful if anyone can give me anything extra. Oh hell, I've already gotten 5 already. If I don't get any more for the rest of those 13 days, I'm happy as can be. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see what we can... What do you think we can get rid of then? Get rid of the motion blur. Fuck that shit. And normal quality for shadows. Keep the textures high. Normal. Don't have to keep on coming back here, so fog. Oh fuck that shit. And VSync. I never remember what VSync does again. Does anyone know? I keep hearing it. I remember watching enough times on Total Biscuit, God bless his little soul, talking about VSync all the time, and I'd be like, oh, so that's what it means. And the very next episode I'd be like, oh, so that's what it means. We'll try it like this. See if that makes it look a difference.
¿Cómo está?
¿Cómo está? Well, I can afford some of these. So I can I already have him.
That's a better fit for me. How do you fare?
I had only enough for a small knife, sadly. Still, it'll do in a pinch.
Because you took all my money.
Oh, puffer duff. I have led us astray, Duncan.
Oh, no matter. I'll get us a better view. What are we looking for?
A tavern with a sort of courtyard interior.
Oh, a tavern. I'm sure that's... He's defacing the church. Kill him. And they'll just shoot him, and that's the end of that.
Every finger's a fishhook. That's how you tell a true sailor.
Oh dear. Well, the lags helped a little bit. It's very shiny, isn't it?
I think I see the place. We're not far. Hang tight.
Oh, he's got me blind. Go, what do I do? Oh, I can't breathe. I think my heart...
Stop or I'll break your knees when I catch you.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you a game that could use that. That's what I get for trying to read the chat at the same time. Yeah, I know the one.
Stop or I'll break your knees when I catch you.
The game, what's it? I played last night. Battlefleet Gothic. That could do with some.
Close at heel, shitbird.
He can't understand English. He speaks Spanish.
Here I come.
Dun, 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 dun. Come back with our glorious sugar.
Don't make me chase you into the harbor.
You died for sugar.
Man, mate. A fellow with dangerous friends.
Never really get why he pick up weapon. Oh yeah, I forgot you can take up their shitty little weapons. And look, I even hit him somewhere where no one will spot him. Dios mío, there is a dead body there. Oh shit. Okay, let's have a look. I'm not gonna follow that shanty quite yet. I will go and... Don't worry, we're friends. See? I'm a friend to you. Ah, fuck it. Come back here, Shanty. I'm gonna steal you. Ow. I love how regular people would just see him, running after nothing. Fuck. Hi. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, let's lower it down some more. Wait, it's not really lagging at my end. But, so I'm guessing it could be the PS4 itself. They're gonna look like a potato at the end of this. I will blend into the crowd. Yeah, there's too much shit on screen. It's making the... It's like playing a game of Witcher and you're in, yeah, look at the V-Synco, look at it. Ooh. There we go. God damn it, it really is laggy. It's not so bad out in the sea, it's the city. There's just too much shit on screen. What the fuck, man? Yeah, I know it's still lagging. I can see it.
Duncan! By Jove, you're alive!
Of course I am. That filthy
I killed 6 people.
Oh, yeah. Ah! We've arrived.
There, that's not so bad.
Take your time, I'll be just here.
Fancy meeting no Welshman deep in Dago country. I'm English myself. Biding my time till the next war calls me to service.
Lucky King George, having a piss pot like you flying his flag.
Jesus!
Oi! Skulk! I've seen your face before. You's mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your fucking gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
That escalated quickly.
Hey, I warned him. You want to dust up? I'll give you one. Come on, lads.
I countered it.
Bigger arms on a bird.
Big bird, that is. Seriously, he is creepily strong. Come on. Ooh. It's like a dance, but with broken noses. Haha! Don't fuck with the Welsh, God's chosen people. I did fight him. What's up? Oh, there's more of them. Well, mate, I think we're at an impasse. How do you want to proceed from here? Oh no! My ancient fighting technique. Who made fun of our wigs?
I'll catch you up.
Perro inglés!
What a dick. Smoke bomb. I was just getting into it. Use... He who smelt it, dealt it. Fuck you, buddy. Aha! You easily defeated me. I didn't tackle him. That makes me sad. Okay, I shouldn't see this too early in this game. Honestly. Oh, alright. If this lag keeps up, I'm gonna have to cancel this game. I have quality. And it is many. Does not include lagging. But this is the first of 3 games I'll be playing today. No strategy tonight, or sim. Instead I will be playing more violent games. You just draw your fucking weapon. Yeah, I can't play this if it's this laggy. What do you say, guys? Abort it? Abort it like women in Ireland are doing nowadays? There's just too much shit on the screen, I think. Alright. Yeah. 'Tis the lag. I will downgrade my game choice. I'll be back in a little bit. It is fun though. I'll be playing it more on my own by the looks of it, unless I can find out just what. I don't think it has anything to do with the game itself. I think it has something to do with my streaming quality. I will look at shit and see. Maybe next time I will play it. I will learn what the secrets are. Anyway, thank you so much. Sorry it's a bit shorter than expected. At least I got it up and running, kinda. I will be back in, I don't know, half an hour, maybe even less. So please join me in for that. If you liked what you saw, not including the lag, please consider giving a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down is totally cool. I think I can live with that. Yo god, I'm looking down here at the bottom of the screen. I'm getting 5 unread notifications and they all have to do with lag. So yeah, fuck that shit. I will be back in, like I said, about 20 minutes, where I will play a shooter of some kind. I'm debating what kind though. Oh, no, it's not a shooter. It's something else. I will be back momentarily to play Space Marine. Space Marine! So, if you want to see that, please pop in and say hi. See you all again soon. Bye.